Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is the first of a series of tutorials with the end of working with Twixtor in super slow-mo, reviewing the gear, reviewing what to do in post and how to get the best effect for your slow-mo footage. So let's just jump right in with part number 1, camera setup. So with the camera setup, I want to try a really wide approach. So I will review DSLR cameras, camcorders, professional camcorders, and POV cameras such as the GoPro. So let's just start with DSLR cameras. So we're gonna set up the Canon T3i right now, and this also works for T2i or any DSLR camera. And there's only two major important things that you have to be able to get, which is high shutter speed and 60 frames per second. For setting it up, we go to the menu, and then movie recording size, you have to get it 1280 by 720 60 frames. Select that, you go back, and the second thing is high shutter speed, so you get up to 1000 or so. This will try to eliminate all the motion blur out of your images or your sequence, which it will make it easier for Twixtor to work in After Effects. As you can notice, you go really dark with exposure, so you'll have to bump up the ISO to 400 at least, or 800 depending if you're indoors and you don't have any lights. I don't recommend going any higher than 400 because you'll have a lot of grain in the footage and it will look really shitty. So, and if you're outdoors, you'll have sunlight, so you don't have to worry. You can bump it down to 200 or maybe 100, depends on the day. And the last thing you can do is just go wide open with the aperture. So 1.8 is the widest that I can go right now, and that just works fine for the tutorial. And if you have a camcorder such as the Sony EX1 or any professional camcorder and you want to also try this Twixtor, it's really easy to set up. So make sure you just go to the menu of the camera and then scroll all the way down to others. And then at the end of the menu you'll see video format, high quality, 24p 1080. You just switch it to high quality 720 60p. You change it, you make sure it's completely, and then you go and change the shutter speed. And for changing the shutter speed, go to the menu and then camera set. Once you're in camera set, go to shutter speed, and then you can change it right here, 1/1000, or if it's a really sunny day outside, 1/2000, and you'll have the least amount of motion blur in your image or your video. Setting up your GoPro, it's really easy. You just have to go to the set menu, enter the menu, and then find the resolution. Currently we're working at R5, which is 1080 at 30 frames a second. So we want to change that to R3, which is 720p 60p. After you're done that, you basically can just turn it off and start filming. You're ready to go. And the last setup, I realize this is not a camera, but it's a really high request all the time. The last setup is in Fraps. The same thing, you just make sure you capture at full resolution, full size, and 60 frames a second, and you can check this box which says lock frame rate, and it will be more stable and will try to keep up all the time at 60. And after that, you just go to your Frap folder, check the footage, and it should be ready to import into After Effects. So thanks everyone for watching this. Make sure you click the like button, make sure you subscribe, and stay tuned for part number 2, which is the workflow in post.